Are you watching The Last of Us?
No, I heard it's a good zombie movie type, but I don't know if it's a zombie movie.
Is it a zombie flick?
I don't know. It seems like it's kind of like that. Was it that one where they couldn't talk or something like that?
Huh?
Remember that movie with Emily Blunt where like they couldn't talk? If they talked, then these monsters come out. I thought it was like something like that, but
Huh.
it's got Pedro Pascal, which is a fantastic actor.
What's going on, bud? What's going on? How you doing?
Oh, I'm always good. Just one at a time, get through the day.
How's work going? How's work life going?
Not bad, not bad.
You know who I haven't seen in a long time? WayneTech. How's she doing?
She's good. She's good.
Why haven't we seen WayneTech? You just don't. You just didn't want us to see WayneTech anymore.
They pop in during the live from time to time. I don't put her on video anymore. We decided we don't want to put the kids. Like you said, even though they like it, we're kind of like we don't like to put the kids on too much.
I understand. I do understand a lot more than you know.
For us, the YouTube thing is my thing, so we don't try to push that on.
You're not trying to push it on them.
No, let them live their life. I don't need to let them live their life through a camera screen.
I seen a short the other day that I got to ask you about. So it looked like Tron bikes, and it was a roller coaster type deal. It was like all like. I want to say like green screen, but it was like LED like tunnel that this thing was going through.
That's the umbrella. That's the
what is
Tron,
that?
Tron Light Cycle Run.
What is it?
It's a roller coaster. They built the first one was in Shanghai. They just finally it just finally got announced the opening date, which is April 4th of this year, and it's going to be pretty awesome. There's this big canopy in front, so they kind of illuminated with colors. And the roller coaster shoots out into that, so you can see that go past you.
Are you sitting on this like a motorcycle?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got this big thing. You sit on the motorcycle, then they got this big thing that comes over the top of you and kind of just holds you there.
So this thing looks insane. Mm-hmm. I seen the short today, and I thought, well, Chris is really into Disney. I wonder if is this in Disneyland?
It's in Disney World. It's in Magic Kingdom. It's right next to Space Mountain.
Disney World, so that's Florida, right? Disney World, Disneyland's California, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's in Florida. Have you been on this?
No. Like you said, it doesn't open to the public till the 4th. I may try to get on. I have an opportunity possibly for a preview beforehand.
How do people have videos of it?
Well, first of all, there's already the same exact one in Shanghai.
Oh,
so people have gone to Shanghai.
They tricked you then because they show pictures of like Disney World and all of that.
Yeah,
like,
they always do.
They tricked you into believing that it was Disney World.
Only people other than executives, I'm sure, that have been on it. They're like Good Morning America, which again is an ABC network, which is a Disney network. So of course they use their own networks to promote their upcoming rides, stuff like that. Mainly TV stuff like that have been on it.
Well, this thing looks amazing, and if you get a chance to like get some video of it one day when you're out there, how about like make a video? Because I got to see this thing. This thing looked like it. I mean, look, I'm a big motorcycle guy, so I was like, they look like their own motorcycles.
It's like a light cycle, for Tron, when they raced on the light cycles.
Funko news is kind of dry today, as it has been. We still have some stuff that we're going to talk about.
We're supposed to get the next big. I just read something.
So the next big toy fair is going to start tomorrow. We're going to see the Funko Toy Fair where they start to drizzle out little bits and pieces and let me get kind of that pulled up real quick and we'll show that to everybody. But let's hit that chat real quick while I'm doing that one.
And I know that they introduced another 100th anniversary, but not too many people in. But we'll get people to trickle in. Of course, we had Chase's Kingdom in here early.
Not too many people in. There's 7 people in there.
And then we got, I think not only so many people have chatted. So they know we had people in there. People may have chatted. We've also got Christina Payne, best mod in the business. What's going on? Got our good friend Andy Roberts from the UK. Usually pops in at the beginning of the chat because it is late over there in the UK. So we appreciate you stopping on by.
So glad that y'all are stopping back by.
I think it's like 1 o'clock in the morning over there.
We missed y'all something terrible. It's good to see y'all again.
We got Zach Bonner from the house. What's going on, bud? Appreciate you stopping on by. And we have DC Pops.
DC Pops.
So
You
we have
know,
more people, just not everyone's made a
you know,
comment.
before we like get into like the whole like before we get into like with the toy fair, because I'm gonna like bring this up real quick, so I'm gonna show y'all something. I know Chris is gonna love this as well, but have you seen the DC meltdown that's currently going on at this moment? So they just fired The Rock. How do you fire The Rock? I mean,
Oh,
he
the
just
DC, yeah,
did. He
yeah.
just
There's a
did
giant. Well,
Black
on top
Adam.
of it, you're gonna fire the Rock, and you're gonna consider keeping Ezra Miller, which has been a nothing but a mental case. And first of all,
DC
most people don't like
meltdown is going on in front of us. I mean, we are watching DC meltdown before our eyes. Jason Momoa has to be next. Has to be.
they're
There's
all.
no
I
one that
mean,
could.
Wonder Woman's already been Gal's already been fired. Um, of course, Superman. What's his name has been fired.
Yeah, I know.
And I get it, and I know a lot of this is James Gunn.
I
James
think.
Gunn, of course, is
Did I hear like Ben Affleck got fired?
well, he was fired a long time ago. They cut him. He already said he was done as Batman before the Batman came out.
DC meltdown has been going on in front of us. Absolutely insane. Insane. But Funko has the toy fair that will be starting tomorrow. I'm going to bring this up on the screen because whoever has like taken over their social media or is directing their social media at this moment, because we don't know for 100% who that is. We don't know if it's just the Funko CEO or if they've hired a new person. I'm going to assume that they've hired a new person because they did take down the ad on their site that they were looking for a social media influencer. Um, they don't have the two girls that were there anymore. We know how much you love them.
Thank God.
But they did something that I did a long time ago that I think this is absolutely genius. This stays in tune with what we said about cartoons. They should be sticking to making those cartoons. They got hugely popular over the cartoons, but now you're just check,
Yeah, I've seen it. I think it's kind of cool.
just check. Now,
This is your award-winning
like,
news team.
Good evening. We start today's news.
The
now
Muppets.
I'm not gonna play the whole thing because we don't want them to like try and you know how much they love us. We're not gonna do the whole thing, but they went to using Muppets, and that is just genius on their part. You don't have to pay a person to be a Muppet. You're not making the Muppet famous on social media. You don't have to worry about how the Muppet's gonna talk about your product outside of your product. You don't have to worry about all of these things. Nobody's gonna be a prima donna. Nobody, so many things you don't have to worry about when you have Muppets, and it's appealing to adults as well as kids. So
Hmm.
this was absolutely a genius move on their part. Not only that, you could see Pops made as Muppets.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so there's so many things that they can do with this. Not necessarily that they will, but they can. Whoever's running their social media, I think is moving in the right direction. We'll see if that like continues going forward. But they have something that was I don't know if this was actually released today, but I think it was released today. They have something that you're going to be truly
Yeah,
into.
I did see this.
That is going to be this. I want to say that this is going to be a clear mini, so it's going to be
Yeah,
a very clear,
I
transparent.
had to do a double take on this when I saw it because I was like, "Was that just like, pixelated weird or
It's so
something like
cool.
that?" I'm like, "No, that's like it's supposed to be like a gem
So
almost."
that's so cool. It reminds me of I'm trying to remember exactly what it was called, but it was a unicorn that they made that was clear like this. It was super super cool. Had a really awesome name, but for some reason it's like I can't think of it at this moment. This is going to be really awesome. This is
Yeah, I
this
need to
is
get this.
this is a big, big move for Funko in a big direction. This is you just said this last week. What did you say? Let's bring back real like Funko Shop exclusives, and I
Yeah,
think
I think I consider this a real. I mean, that's something surprising. That's something jaw dropping. And do I think they'll bring out more like this? Sure, but I think the fact that they're putting the first one on a Funko Shop exclusive, I think that's smart.
yeah, I think that this is one of the coolest pops they've come out with in a long time. I will go after all of the Disney pops that they make like this because I think these are just they're different. They're different, they're unique, they're cool. They're going to appeal to a lot of people. I will go out on a limb and say that this one is going to sell out. I mean, I will
Yeah,
step
I
out
want to
on that.
find out when this thing drops, and I need to get me one.
And I haven't stepped out on that limb for Funko in a long time, but I will step out on that limb and say that this one, without a shadow of a doubt, will sell out. What does that mean, Disney 100 though?
Well, that's again, there's been a lot of misconception. I was thinking of doing another little TikTok kind of explaining it. I know some people have. Everyone's saying, well, we just finished with the 50th. What you got to remember is Disney's got a lot of properties. Disney has a lot of different information. So, what the 50th anniversary, and in fact, it's not the 50th anniversary. Well, it's sort of the 50th anniversary of Disney World, but it's specifically the 50th anniversary of the Magic Kingdom, because the Magic Kingdom opened back in 1971, October of 1971. So it's specifically the 50th anniversary for Magic Kingdom. In fact, Epcot last year just celebrated its 40th anniversary. So when we talk 100, this is the 100th anniversary of the Walt Disney Company itself. So Walt and Roy had started the Walt Disney Company back in 1923. And yes, and history's been made ever since.
So it's not necessarily the 100th year anniversary of the theme park. It's the actual 100th anniversary of the company Disney as a whole. So that's really cool. These pops are going to be amazing.
In fact, Mickey's not even 100 yet. Mickey's only 94.
So Mickey came 6 years after. Yeah. So it's going to be amazing to see what they come up with when they're doing these. I think that we're going to see the Mickey, the Goofy, the Daffy, all of the original
I would like to
Disney characters. I think we're going to see like this. If we don't, I will just be absolutely shocked.
Well, see, I think what's cool about this is it's something different. We've seen a few of them from here and there, but we haven't really seen this.
No.
To me, this is like I'm tired of black lights. I'm getting bored with black lights. Everyone got bored of Chrome.
So everybody got bored of Chrome.
Everybody got bored of, I'm getting bored of black lights. I'm getting bored of sodas. This is something new. This is something cool. And I hope they don't overkill it.
Well, Funko, everybody needs to hit that thumbs up real quick, though. Hit that thumbs up. Let's help us out on the algorithm just a little bit. We truly appreciate you. We all know that Funko has the ability to kill things. Funko has done this in the past, and they didn't kill it. I don't think this is a very easy thing to do. I think that making these is probably a pretty difficult process. That it's not just as easy as making a singular mold and pumping them out by the masses. I would imagine that there is a lot of work that goes into something like this. There's a lot of design work. There's a lot of mold work. There's a lot of hand work. I would imagine there's a lot of work. Like, not painted plastic. This is dyed plastic, and plastic is a totally different beast altogether, right? I mean, now you're talking about dyeing clear red plastic, clear yellow plastic, clear black plastic. You're getting into specialty work. Trust me, I know a little bit when it comes to things like that. You're getting into a specialty work. And I don't think because of that, because of the amount of attention to detail that would go into something like that, I don't think that you will see a monstrous overkill of it. I think that this will be a very few items in Disney. You're going to see, like I said, the OG Disney.
I'm thinking you're going to get the Fab Five.
Yes.
You're going to get the Fab Five at least. I do like that they started with Minnie, because of course Minnie's gonna, with the bow and the red on there. I mean, she's gonna have the flashiest. I mean, you're gonna have Mickey on there with a little bit, but I think starting out with Minnie is really smart.
I can't wait to see if they come out with the original 5. That's what I think they're doing. That's my prediction, and I predict that they're all going to sell out because Disney has a huge following, and this is directly tapping in to that huge following. I mean, these are directly tapping in to the monstrous following that Disney does have. Did you see these by chance? I don't think we ever talked about these. I don't want to pull up that video. Did you see these little guys there, though?
No, I didn't see those ones.
Let's talk about Loungefly. Does your wife have any Loungefly bags? Because my wife
She does not. We've never had any Loungefly in the house. But my sister is a big Loungefly person, and she does it. And I did see this one, and I thought that this was incredibly cool. I like this one. It's. I mean, come on! It's an iconic item from Toy Story 1.
So my wife and daughters are now starting to get into Loungefly. They haven't currently bought one yet, but they're always we have a group message between me and the kids and my wife. And we just kind of all it's kind of weird. Probably most families aren't like this, but we just kind of randomly throughout the day send each other pictures or we chat back and forth throughout the group. And they've kind of been I've been seeing them circle on our group chat more and more and more, and they're like, "Oh, this one's hot. Oh, this one's hot. Oh, this one's hot. Oh, but this one sold out. Oh, but that one sold out." Like, my wife wants a Maleficent, she loves Maleficent. This is one of them that Funko dropped a couple of days ago that sold out very fast. No surprise that it sold out very fast.
No, not at
It
all.
came with the Buzz Lightyear pop. This is from the claw machine where they had all the aliens in the claw machine. A really, really cool bag. And I'm gonna say something, and I don't want you to get offended by it, and I don't want anybody in the chat to get offended by it. I don't understand the amount of Funko collectors that are collecting these.
Well, I think
I'm
the more they mesh Funko and Loungefly together, I think the stronger it is. 'Cause I mean, I remember when they did the Ratatouille one, they had a Stitch one. I think the fact that you're designing bags to incorporate the Funko is, I mean, it's a collection. People that collect Loungefly probably in some form probably collect Funko too,
You think so?
regardless. Oh
Do you
yeah,
think they go hand in hand?
yes.
Would you collect them?
Um, Possibly. Like I
I'm not
said, there's a lot of them
I'm
that are really
I'm not
cool.
collecting.
I'm just not
I
spending that
can't
kind of
lie.
money on them, to be honest with you.
I can't ever see myself with a wall of lounge fly. I mean, I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you. I don't ever see that happening in my life. I don't judge you if you do, but it's just a little weird to me. It's a little different. It's a little weird. But each their own. My wife has told me time and time again, don't yuck somebody's yum. I mean, so I'm not gonna yuck your
To
yum.
each his own.
It just seems a little different to me. Super cool bag though.
And
If I
and
was gonna collect one, this would have been the one.
and I'm pretty sure that's not a diamond buzz. I think the mini
I
is the
think
only diamond right now.
I don't know. I think it might have been. I really think that there was something special about it. I don't know what it was,
Well,
but
this,
there
I
was.
mean, you could, if that's a buzz that came with it, then that's definitely, you can tell from here that's not a diamond buzz. That's more of a regular Buzz Lightyear.
I think it is a diamond edition Buzz. Here, let me see.
Let's see. It
So
looks like there's another picture on there.
limited edition diamond collection. Yeah. So it's a
Diamond collection. Well, remember that could be the diamond collection. Typically, just means it's sparkly in some way.
I think that he is I really do think that he is a here, let's see, maybe I can get a better picture. Oh, no, they're not gonna give me a better picture of him. So, I really think that he
I,
kinda
I don't.
does
I don't think he's like the diamond like mini that he's
I
talking
kinda
about.
think he no, not like the mini we
No, I
just
don't
seen,
think he's like the
like
mini.
with the glitter all over it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that I
that's
could
what he
see.
looks like. Yeah, that's what he looks
That I
like. He
could
looks like
see.
he has the glitter all over him. I look
What's up, Blue Owl?
look,
Appreciate it, brother.
like my wife says, I'm not gonna yuck somebody else's yum. I'm not gonna judge you for collecting bags. It just seems a little different to me. I don't understand it a little bit. So like I said, my wife and my daughters are starting to get into it. So maybe I'll understand it a little bit more coming up in the future. But at this moment, it seems a little like a tough sale for me.
Yeah,
A little bit of a tough sale. Now there hasn't been a whole lot that's been going
that
on.
trouble will pop. But let me throw this out for the Blue Owl. Always appreciate you throwing some love.
Oh
Um,
yeah, man. Truly
but
appreciate you.
we're on here, so we gotta get a superhero landing. Always appreciate it. So
So
thank you, Andrew. Of course.
that kind of happened, and I'm sure that your family's the same way. We eat a vast different variety of things, and I don't know if that's very common with everybody. Like, we eat sushi, we eat Indian curry, we eat, Southern food. I'm from the South, so we eat Southern food. We eat Canadian food, we eat Asian food. We have a vast palette of when it comes to my house. And what'll happen every once in a while, like my youngest daughter has some obsession with tuna, and I don't mean like any tuna. She wants like the raw slabs of
Oh
tuna.
yeah,
And
like
she's
ahi or something.
yeah, something like that. And she has some like obsession with this stuff. And at some point, when we're eating stuff and I would eat something and I'd be like, oh, whoa, whoa. Don't know if I could do that one. And my wife would say, hold on, don't ever yuck somebody else's yum. And that's just like a good like principle to stick to.
I agree.
Don't
I
if,
agree
if
with that.
somebody else is happy about it, let them be happy about it. Don't try and discourage them about being happy about it. Never yuck somebody else's yum. Um, it's cool, but I just don't see it. I don't see it when it comes right down to it. And maybe these things are worth a lot of money, because I know that here lately, as my wife's been sending pictures, like she wanted the all black Maleficent bag. It sold out at Box Lunch, and now it's going for like $110. There must be a secondary market for these things, a lot like Funko. I mean, there must be some kind of crazy secondary market out there for Loungefly. That was a 3,000 piece run. Super cool. Not something that I would have gotten into, but it's super cool that it came out. Don't forget, though, that the Toy Fair is going to start dropping tomorrow, and then it's going to be every Wednesday for the next 3 Wednesdays. I don't know why they did it
I
like
don't
that. It
know.
seems kind of weird.
I was trying to read it, and it's kind of confusing because on this tracker, they actually had like a schedule. So I don't know if they're announcing every 3 Wednesdays or if
Every
it's
3 Wednesdays.
releasing every 3 Wednesdays. If they're releasing what they're announcing, it was kind of confusing, or they're just announcing and then coming up with the release date later on.
No. So what they're going to do is the same thing they've done all the other years, is how they have those videos where they suck you into watching that 20-minute video of this pop's coming out and that pop's coming out, and watch this game show and do these pops and those pops and
It's
this
kind of like
pop.
the one last year when they did it for like a different brand
Yes.
every day.
Yes.
Type
So that's
thing.
kind of the same thing you're going to see, except it's going to be spread out amongst the next 3 Wednesdays. So going into February, it should be the last Wednesday. I think it's the 5th of February or something like that. It's going to be super cool. I really enjoy all of these. There's something that I enjoy watching. I didn't enjoy it so much, though, when they started going into the what did they call that? Not the Ralphie's Funhouse, or the whatever it is. Whatever. When they started doing the stupid like Pee Wee Herman Funhouse thing, they kind of lost me on that one. I wasn't a fan of that. But what we see so far with the puppets, I'm excited that that's coming up, and that's coming up tomorrow. So don't forget that that's coming up tomorrow. Have you seen their stock lately?
I just popped on recently, like before we went on. I did notice that even that Stan Lee is up for sale right now.
What do
That
you mean?
Stan Lee comic cover. It's
Yeah,
available
even
on their website right now.
the Stanley right now is up for sale. Their stock right now, the last time I looked at it, was at $11.92. Now, $11.92 is pretty high for what their stock has been in, let's say, in the
in their
past.
store, nonetheless. Oh yeah, that's a lot.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at their. I went all the way to the bottom because I do it by 192 per page, and they've got 11 pages.
Oh yeah, no, you're talking about their actual inventory. I'm talking about their stock themselves.
Okay.
The stock themselves. So their stock at this moment is currently around $11.92 a stock. There's a bunch of hedge companies that have kind of gotten involved in buying their stock here lately. So I want you to, like, buyers beware when it comes to that. Hedge funds, they purposely, like,
bring up the stock price.
So hedge funds do play this nasty game. Hedge funds sell you a stock at $12, and then they purposely drive down the price of the company to $4. Then they buy it at 12, and then give you your stock that you paid for. They get it for 4, and then give you your stock you paid for 12. That's the basics of the basics of how hedge companies work, right? That's the basic way of putting it down. They sell it to you at 20, they buy it at 5. They buy it at 5 by purposely driving the value of the company down. There's a lot of hedges right now that have been getting actively involved in buying Funko. That could be good and bad, right? So the good part could be that they're going to push up the price of the stock. The bad part could be that they're going to be purposely trying to manipulate the market to bring it down. The flip side to that is there's the analysts right now have Funko stock, and I want you to think about this for a minute, because I've kind of been saying this. They're only valuing their stock at $14 to $16, and that's coming from lots of different analysts. There's all kinds of analysts all over the internet, and all of them kind of in the $14 to $16 marker, which is a long ways off their $27 high that they got when eBay purchased that big chunk of it. I mean, so that is a monstrous leap away from $27. That's an even further leap away than the $40 that some people were predicting last year. I'm just watch and be careful when it comes to the Funko stocks, because there's just been a lot of hedge companies that have gotten actively involved in their stock, and I don't necessarily see that as a good thing. I see that as hedge companies manipulate the market on purpose. It's a purposely done thing so that they can sell you a stock at $12 and buy it at 5. So just watch your stock right now. If you're actively involved in Funko stock, just buyer be warned.
Yeah.
When it comes to that right now, just be careful when you're out there and you're messing with the stock. Have you seen any of the Target Con stuff that they've been releasing here lately?
Just the little tidbits that we've seen here and there. I mean, I like so far what I've seen. I just can't picture it in my head at the moment. But I haven't seen a whole lot otherwise.
So we've seen the Spider-Mans. The Spider-Mans have come out time and time again. We know that we've seen them over and over and over. This is a Maleficent that's kind of been leaked out there, or they're saying that they're starting to hit the shelves. It's going to be the Diamond series Disney villain Maleficents. I don't know if have you gotten into the Disney villains?
I've got one. I've got the Evil Queen on the throne down here. But I've only we have a no. I take that back. We don't have the villains line, but we do have a Diamond Edition Ursula, which my daughter has in her room.
All of the Disney villain stuff, I think, was like a home run hit for Funko.
There's a cult following with villains.
I didn't even realize how much of a cult following there was for villains until they started making them.
See, I found out that there was so much of a cult following back in. This had to been not too long after we moved out here, so it had to been like 2014, 2015. You know, my wife and I, of course, had annual passes, and they had a one-day event at Hollywood Studios for a Villains Night event. And you didn't have to have a special ticket or anything at that time. And we tried going, and literally the entrance was so jam-packed. They had to turn cars away because they filled up the parking lot. And then we even tried going to Epcot and trying to come in the back way. Nope. They're stopping people on that too. So we never got into the event, but they ended up making more later on, where it's more of a ticketed type thing. But man, I'd never seen so many people in traffic at Disney in my life.
That's crazy. That's kind of insane. And I didn't realize, guys, honest, like until they came out with the Blacklight villains, and I said, "Oh, I have to get my hands on the Blacklight villains," which was Captain Hook. They were all Hot Topic exclusives. You had Captain Hook. You had, I don't even remember now. They're back there somewhere. Captain Hook. You had Maleficent. You had Doctor. I can't even say his name. Flouchy.
Oh, that's I call him Shadow Man.
Yeah, you had that crazy dude, and there's another one back there somewhere.
And I do remember this now that Chase said that they did have a Diamond Edition Maleficent, but you could only get it with the T-shirt. I like that this looks like you don't have to buy the T-shirt, because I didn't want the T-shirt.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of buying the T-shirts. They're not what I would wear unless I'm going to bed or something. And I have this like problem when it comes to material. It has to feel a certain way when it's against my body. Same thing with socks. My socks have to fit my feet a certain way. The only socks I wear is American Eagle. If they don't fit my feet a certain way, if they don't feel a certain way, they'll drive me so crazy that I can't wear them. It's way out in left field somewhere, but trust me, it's a reality when it comes to problems. So my clothes have to feel a certain way, and some of the shirts that I've gotten from Funko were okay, and then some of them that I've gotten felt like they came right out of like a China press somewhere. I mean, so Funko is so hit or miss when it comes to the quality of their shirts that I don't deal with them because of that. I like some of them that I have, and I don't like some of them that I have. A good example is you never see me wearing the Catwoman shirt because it feels like you're wearing a bunch of thorns. I mean, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I agree. I'll wear a Funko shirt. I've got this one, and I think I've worn it on the show once before, but I don't like wearing it too much. It's actually an Epcot. I love the pattern of the Spaceship Earth ball. So I've got the mug, I've got a bag of it, and I got a T-shirt. I love the T-shirt. It looks great, but it everywhere where it intersects, it almost like pokes a little bit.
That's wild,
really
right?
weird when I wear it.
Yeah. So it's some of them that I have. I have the Mandalorian. I love that one. I love that shirt. I love the way it feels. I love the way the texture of it is. I love everything about it. But then every other shirt that I've gotten from Funko, I can't stand.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily get behind their shirts. I'm hoping that this is not a t-shirt combo. They don't show this as a t-shirt combo.
I'd be more inclined to buy this that it's not a t-shirt combo than if it was. I probably wouldn't buy it.
Yeah, I don't get behind them for that. But you were saying something a second ago about Funko's inventory, and I want to go over that like before we get out of here today, because they have a god awful amount of old inventory on there that you probably don't know about.
Oh yeah,
that you probably haven't like seen. And I took a minute today just to kind of scroll through it, and I seen. Do you remember when they came out with the Chrome Stormtrooper that had the t-shirt combo?
yes,
This thing
yes.
sold out. You couldn't buy one. People wanted god awful amounts of money for them. That is back on their site. I mean, that is back there. I mean, so
I know
you
one
can.
pop you won't find back up on the site.
What's
Pietro.
that? You'll find Pietro. He'll be back. Everything comes back. Even the vaulted pops come back. We call them unvaulted. Bringing them out of the vault is what they say. They're like, we're bringing this unvaulted.
That's like stealing a line from Disney. I mean, they used to bring the movies out of the vault back in the day when they were trying to sell VHS and DVD.
Well, you got to sell them. Got to make a profit somehow. Got to squeeze that penny out of you. I don't I don't honestly know that I mind that Batman though. I think that Batman is a really cool pop, but I didn't know if you'd had a chance to see these. I mean, we've all seen like the Spider-Man, right? I mean, we've all kind of. Let me see if I can find him real quick here on Disc Tracker. I don't scroll his site a whole lot, but every once in a while I'll scroll on here real fast just to kind of see what's going on.
On Disc Tracker.
Yeah, every once in a while I'll kind of just scroll Disc Tracker to see what's going on, and see. Sometimes he has some very legitimate like information, sometimes maybe not so much information. Like this one, for example, you see that he has the oversized Pokemon that's going to be a part of the Target Con. What do you see that one?
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. No.
I didn't know. I didn't look on the screen, so I didn't know if it was there. I had to come back real quick. So then you have the Diamond series
I
Spider-Man.
don't see that Donald going to a Target Con. That's just I don't know about that.
I think I've seen that before too, though. I don't think this is the first time I've seen that one was a part of the Target Con.
Now that Spider-Man comic, if that's the 300 comic, that's going to be hot if that's true.
That is number 300. So it says on the thing right there. So this is another one that they're saying is going to be the Target Con number 19. We know that Andre the Giant and the Hulk are going to be Target Cons. We know that the Lizard, Spider-Man are both like movie scenes where it's a Statue of Liberty. And then I can't necessarily make out what the name is on the dragon, but I think it's from Witcher. The Witcher, or
maybe, or no, Witcher Dungeons and Dragons.
I don't really know. I really can't make none of that out. So I'm not even going to try because I can't.
Well, we got Johnny Funko. I'm still kind of convinced that Johnny Funko is Disc Tracker.
100% Johnny Funko's Disc Tracker. I figured that out already.
I'm thinking that's true.
He's never going to come out and tell us that that's the case, but I figured it out that that's the case. He just hasn't like leveraged the audience from Disc Tracker yet. I didn't see him in the audience.
We're still going to have to ask him next week because remember we got Johnny Funko coming on to join us next week.
All right.
We do have Johnny Funko coming in to see us next week over on Wayne's channel, so don't forget about that.
We got Johnny Funko next week?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's going to be awesome. Have we made a thumbnail with Johnny Funko yet? Maybe he should send me. Can we ask him if he's Disc Tracker while we're live? It'd be hard to live while we're live.
I mean, we would be horrible interviewers if we didn't put him on the spot.
We've never really just interviewed someone. We should interview him for real. We should be like, all right, what's up?
Yeah, but that's just not our style.
We should get some suits on. I'm gonna put a tie on for this one. Maybe a
clip on.
A clip on, not
or one of those
real ties.
T-shirt tuxedos.
No, I got real ties. I don't wear clip-ons.
Get one of those tuxedo T-shirts.
No, I'm gonna throw a tie on. I used to wear this vest, right, when I was doing Funko News, that I made sure like I was trying to stand out. So I had this vest. I'm gonna put the vest on, with my side, and be like, all right, let's go. Gonna be like, are you or are you not Disc Tracker? I'm gonna get like the light pointed straight up at my face.
We're getting all this weird information from Canada.
Oh, we figured it out. It took me a little while to figure it out. I tried to get all investigator on it too. I tried to Diss Tracker never shows his face. FYI, I figured that out. Never shows his face. So I tried to start inspecting the hands. I was like, oh, that hand looks a lot like Johnny Funko's hand. We're gonna figure it out, buddy. It's a matter of time.
Oh, there's an interesting question, which I don't have an answer for. What do we call our style?
I don't really know, to be honest. Very loose. I don't know.
Make it till you fake it till you make it.
What did we say one time? We do everything off the fly. What did we winging it? Winging it. That's our style. This is winging it. Winging it is
there
the
ain't
style.
No script. There we got some stuff, but
winging it
no
is
script.
the style. that's the style. Anyways, I'm excited to see some of this stuff that's coming to Target Con. I'm not excited that anything's going to Target anymore, though. When was the last time you were in your Target? Like, for real, looking for pops? When was the last time?
Looking for pops? Not a long time. I was just in Target this past weekend.
Did you?
I went and looked at their phone. I can't not go into Target, and it's just like Walmart. I can't not look at the Funko section. But they just got a huge pile of crap.
Just a big pile of crap is what Target has right now. They have all of the Wakanda Forever, all of the
we got black lights that nobody wants.
Nobody wants.
I mean, it's just at least Walmart is starting to get some decent product, but I don't know.
So I kind of noticed today that the GameStop is the exact opposite of Walmart. So Walmart gets like the comic covers, they get the 10-inch pops, they get the deluxe moments, things like that. Tends to be something you see from Walmart. GameStop tends to have the deluxe pops, an overrun of deluxe.
They always have a lot hanging up on the top. You all right over there? You gonna die on me?
No, I'm not all right, but I'm making it. So GameStop has the deluxe pops, right? There's just a lot of deluxe pops coming out of GameStop right now. And then Target has the blacklight pops and all of the other garbage pops that nobody wanted. It's so weird. Like, you could see the difference in exclusives based on the style of pop that it is, and it's really weird. But I don't have any sympathy that Target has stuff sitting there. I don't like Target as it is. I only go to Target every once in a blue moon just to see what I can find while I'm there and nothing else. Other than that, I have no use for Target.
So I'm kind of that way with that. Not that I don't want to go. In fact, I've got one that I drive past every day. But GameStop, and only because to me it's on the wrong side of the road. Because I'm one of those people that's like, if it's on the right side of the road and I don't have to flip around or something like that.
Don't have to cross traffic.
Stop. But I only pass it when I'm going to work. But when I'm coming home, where I'm thinking, oh, maybe I'll stop. It's on the other side. There's a lot of traffic in the area. I'm like, no. And then on the weekend, I just completely forget. So it's not that I don't want to stop at GameStop. I just forget all the time.
Johnny Funko, I'm going to need you to take pictures of your collection for me. I'm going to need pictures so that I can compare them to Diss Tracker.
You need to take pictures of your hands.
I'm gonna get coffee Zillow on y'all. Hey, speaking of CoffeeZilla, do you ever watch CoffeeZilla? He was hugely popular before he went after Logan Paul, but here recently, he gained popularity like crazy because of Logan Paul. I'm gonna get all CoffeeZilla on you. I've decided that this is the year that we go all CoffeeZilla. It's happening. It's going down. It's going down. I'm gonna prove it one way or the other. Anyways, let me get this one off the screen. So I have something else that I wanted to show you as well. This one's kind of like disappointing, though, more than it is exciting. I kind of just wanted to show this one so that everybody could see what is coming up over in Asia versus what we have going on here at this moment. So they have what they call this Mind Style Mission Control. I don't 100% know what this means or what it's about, but it is a China brand or like a China company, WayneKo Private Eye. That's right. You heard it here first. It's going down. Look at Johnny Funko said, LOL. Gonna need you to send me some pictures gonna have to get CoffeeZilla
We do
on
a
you.
forensic analysis.
That's right. I'm gonna need to get the hands off of both of them, and we're gonna see if like the hand comparison gonna zoom in on them.
And if not, we're just starting that rumor anyways.
That's right.
Funko
And if
diss
not, the
tracker.
rumor's getting started. This is look. I keep saying that we need an internet beef. This is our internet.
Yeah, this is our internet beef. Johnny Funko's diss tracker.
That's it. That's our internet beef.
Hashtag Johnny Funko is
Johnny
diss tracker.
Funko's diss tracker. Oh man, I could almost give away a soda on that one. Hashtag Johnny Funko diss tracker. Anyways, so this is going to be releasing in China. I want to say it's the 18th of next month at whatever like mind control, whatever it is that they have going on there. But it's some company in China. So the 26th of February is when this one's going to be released. They say that you can pick them up in person. You see that we're going to have the skiing Freddy, and then we have that 4-pack. That 4-pack to me is pretty awesome, though. I mean, all jokes aside,
Right.
that 4-pack is pretty awesome. Simon says hashtag. Gonna throw that up on the screen for the while here. We're just gonna let that sit there for a minute. We're gonna let that one marinate.
Brandon coming in, you gonna see that?
Gonna let that one marinate.
Oh, I get why they're doing these, because of course,
please tell me.
The Winter Olympics, of course, as you know, is
still in Shanghai, China.
It was in 2022, so this is kind of a thing off of almost last year, which is weird.
Last year,
but it was in Beijing. Winter Olympics was in Beijing in 2022, so this would have been beginning of last year is when they had it. So because these seem to be all kind of. You got hockey, you got a bobsled, you got what looks to be an ice skater, you've got a luge jumper, what it looks to be, and then of course you got Funko Freddy that's doing skating. So to me, this looks like some sort of Winter Olympics-esque type thing, because the next Winter Olympics is until 2026, and that one is in. I can't tell right now. The next Winter Olympics is.
You see that he hasn't denied it yet, right? There's
been
no denial. There's no denial. Forensic on the hands. It's happening.
It's in Milan. It's in Italy next. So I'm thinking they're still tracking off of that. That's what it seems to be.
The skiing Freddy, I don't know if you remember, they came out with one they came out with one last year, and it was a complete fail. This thing sat on their site probably all the way up until a few months ago. It didn't sell out. It was a Funko Shop exclusive. I have one of them right here because I live in the north where it snows all the time, and skiing is a big thing here in the north where it snows all the time. So this was a pretty cool pop to me, but in all reality, it is a fail. I bet you could go on Whatnot or eBay or anyone else for that moment, and you could probably grab one of these for $7 or $8, half of what you paid for it out of the Funko site. It did not go up in value. It did not gain traction. It was not popular. They should have made like Aspen Freddy or something, and then like maybe made Switzerland Ski Freddy, and then maybe made like China. I didn't know it snowed in China, but apparently it does. They should have made like Snow China Freddy. I don't see that Freddy being that popular. So be careful. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to try and sell you that one at an outrageous amount of money come next month. They're going to want like god awful amounts of money for the China Ski Freddy. That 4-pack I do think is really cool. Nadia, aka Little Monster, how are you doing? You see that we have the hashtag Johnny Funko is diss tracker up there. If you have any insider information, you can hit me up on it.
If you guys go to any other lives, like if you go to BOP's live tomorrow, start dropping the hashtag.
you can hit me up on Instagram later, and you can drop the info. Anonymous, you tell, but we don't.
Either that or we'll start the rumor so much that whoever is this tracker will eventually reach out to us and be like, what the hell?
Did you hear me? Anonymous, you tell, but we don't.
Yeah.
What kind of snitch stuff is that? I always love that when I see that on TV. You tell, but we don't. You're still a snitch. I don't care. You look at it any way you want. You're still snitching. Anyways, hit me up on Instagram later. We won't tell anybody. The 4-pack's really cool, though. I like the 4-pack. I'm not, like, so into the Freddy Funko with skiing. Like I said, it's a fail. I believe it'll be a fail. If it's not a fail, I will be surprised, but you're not gonna see these in the United States. You can go to, there is that site that I used to go to for a while that's an Australian site. What is that thing called? Aussie Man. So you can go to the Aussie Man site, and I'm sure you can order these from the Aussie Man site. The only problem is that they tend to be kind of expensive. Normally, like not scalper fees, but 40 bucks a pop versus 15 bucks a pop. I mean, there's normally a I found it fee on it. It's not a so bad fee that you feel like you've taken it, but it's still a finder's fee. And I want to say that it's Aussie Man. If you know the name of it, throw it over there in the comments. That way everybody knows where they can go and find these cool, like, European or Asian pops that you can't necessarily get in the United States. I want to be one of those crying collectors. I really do. I want to be one of them that's like, oh, if you got it over there, I should be able to get it here.
Yeah.
But they could say the same thing, right? I
Oh
mean,
yeah, I'm sure we get a lot of stuff that they don't. So I gotta respect if you get somewhere else and whatnot. So
yeah, I'm just not that collector. I'd love to be, though. I'd love to be like, I can't believe that you can get Jolly Bees in the Philippines and not here, because that's one of my favorite ad icons is Jolly Bee. But you just go to Aussie Man is what I think the name of the site
well,
is.
there's another one. I can't remember where I bought it from now. For some reason, it's just skating my memory. But I do have one like Asia, the Mickey Mouse from Asia Pacific exclusive that I got earlier last year. But I think that one was originally released in the United States.
Which one?
The drop stitch. The Asia Pacific Mickey Mouse. For the Chinese New Year. I think last year was the year of the tiger. But
yeah, I don't think that one was released in the
I
United
don't think it
States.
was released in the U.S.
Yeah, no, I don't think that one was released in the U.S. I remember when you went and purchased that one, you paid what, 40 bucks for it, or 30
like
bucks for
25.
it. Yeah, it was a little bit higher than you would have paid for it here in the United States, but there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I feel that they probably have the same problems that we have, but I wanted to point those out to you. Maybe if you see those on a site, you're wondering what happened. It's going to be in a company over there. It's called Mindset.
Did you ever notice this? I gotta pull up another
Mind
box
Style.
and see if this is true. So check this out. On the bottom of the box, good Lord,
Let me get this down. Yeah.
on the bottom of the box, it actually will say where it's distributed at.
Yeah, 100%.
Distributed by UK.
Yep.
Funko UK, Australia, New Zealand. Basically, those are the only people that got this in Europe. Funko Europe.
Brian, what is going on, bud?
Ain't that a trip? I don't think I've ever looked at the bottom and seen that.
So I got this package. Yes, they're absolutely down there. I got this package from my good friend Summer. I'm gonna open this thing up live. We're gonna see what's inside of it. She always says me.
I actually have 2 items today.
That's right. What do you got? What do you got?
I got 2. First of all, I got one that's out of box. I went out this week, and I think I've been telling you guys I've been trying to find this thing, and I finally found it. It is the Mickey Haunted Mansion in the Doom Buggy. This thing's pretty. I already told my wife I need to find a hitchhiking ghost to add for my Halloween set behind here, because that would be pretty awesome.
Do you think they're gonna do them all like that?
Well, I think this is the tail end of the 50th. To be honest, I think this is one of the tail end items for the 50th, since they're starting to do the 100. I still love the gold for the 50th and everything. The new colors for the 100 is platinum and purple. But this thing's awesome. I did take it out of the box this weekend. It's pretty cool. It's basically he's dressed up as the groundskeeper that shakes with the dog.
Do you remember when they did the groundskeeper pop?
Oh yeah,
that thing was really awesome. I actually have the groundskeeper pop here somewhere. I would have to like dig it out of my archives of pops. I've gotten so many of them now.
And then I got one in.
What you got?
This thing I've been waiting for, and you guys also know I've been wanting this pop because I have the Walt's 100th anniversary. So I've got both Walt pops that they've ever made. And check this out, the back is even cooler. It's got Walt drawing Mickey on the back.
I think that we're going to see another Walt pop come out of this one. I really
do. If we do, I will go for it. Trust me.
I think that we will see another one come out of this.
As I drop it.
like I said, I have no idea what's inside of this box. She always sends me some really, really cool stuff. See, it's flopping around in there. I can't believe that there's like no kind of protection, but maybe people feel once they put it like inside of one of these, maybe you don't necessarily need that kind of protection going on inside of it. I don't necessarily know if I agree with that. So what do we have?
Soup.
So Summer knows me really, really well. She sent me the 301 Snoop Dogg in his pimp uniform.
That's a good one.
This is a really good one. So this is really awesome, Summer. I truly appreciate you for sending these things to me. This one is a really awesome one. You missed the Snoop limited edition run, didn't you? You missed that pop altogether, didn't you? Yeah, they dropped the one with the Raiders jersey on it.
Well, I remember we talked about it last week. I like them. I think they're cool. I think they got some good detail to them. It just wouldn't fit in my collection.
Keep your eyes out, because I'm telling y'all that coming here soon, you're going to see the Snoop Dogg in the Lakers jersey. And if that's something that you get into, do not get caught sleeping on this, because you're going to miss it and you're not going to be able to get it again. I mean, once these pops are gone, I don't see them restocking them anytime soon.
And Zach, I do agree with you to a certain extent. Walt does kind of look like Gomez Adams, but that's because of the mustache. That's
now the only thing the 8 does look a lot. I didn't even think about that. That's funny. I also seen another comment up there that I want to go back to, but that is kind of funny. I didn't see that. So I seen another comment up there that I wanted to go to that was Zach that says, because
you can buy that right now.
This one you cannot buy, so you can get it on eBay in different places. This was kind of the funny thing, right? So when they made these Snoop Pops, they made this one in a 5,000 piece run for the store with a different sticker. They made the one with the Raiders jersey with the 5,000 piece run with a different sticker. And then they made these 15,000 piece runs with a different sticker for the Funko shop. I don't really know if I agree with that. I think that they should have been 20,000 piece. If you're going to make the same box, the same pop, and you're simply going to change the sticker on the front of it, I don't feel like you can then change the count. I think that that's just BS. you can't, like, that's stretching the imagination a long ways, but they did it. I didn't care. It gave me a chance to get my hands on them. This one will be dropping soon. I don't think it'll be this week. I think that they like to drop them on Mondays. So I think if you'll wait until next Monday is when I'm guessing that this one's going to hit their site. It'll be next Monday. Keep your eyes out on this one, because it's going to sell out just like the other one did. Really, really awesome, Bobs. You know me, I'm really big into the music line. I probably argumentatively have the biggest music collection.
We're being told that you are wrong, by the way.
Which one am I wrong about?
There is a Steelers jersey too.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I'm glad that he fixed that for me, because now I don't feel so bad. Now I don't feel like I got ripped off. What is there? Or does he have a different jersey on? No, he doesn't.
I know. I did. I remember you showing a Steelers
Pull him up on
one.
eBay. Pull him up on eBay for me real quick. He probably does. I'm so glad he pointed that out to me, because I felt like it was straight robbery. I felt like that was straight robbery the whole time that I had looked at it, and maybe I just didn't realize that it was a Steelers versus a Raiders jersey. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Yeah, that is the first time. He is right.
Is he? That's awesome. Now I don't feel like I got robbed. Pull that up real quick.
This is from Macari.
Now I don't feel like I got quite robbed so badly. I appreciate you, Zach, for clarifying that for me. I don't feel like they are robbing me so badly now. That is awesome. I am truly happy that is the case. What about? So there's 2 of them.
Come on.
There's 2 of them that they did
at the Macari one. So it was the 15,000 was a Steelers jersey.
Nadia, we appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. We truly, truly do appreciate you. Which one does that one have on it?
This is a Steelers jersey, the 15,000 run.
Is it a 15,000 run? Steelers jersey? So was the last one had to be Raiders, right? Or was it Steelers?
I've only seen the Steelers. I didn't see a Raiders.
So now I'm wondering, like, the one that sold out on here, which one was it? Was it because they pulled the image down? I actually have it here, but I don't want to open it right now. Pull him up on eBay real quick. Just pull up Snoop Dogg Funko Pop on eBay and see what they have. Maybe it's a different jersey, but I didn't think so. I didn't think they were different jerseys. While you're doing that, I'm going to get this guy opened up. So anyways, this is number 103. The box on him is really cool. It's very iconic. Looks like the doghouse from the original like album cover that they did. This thing is really cool. I've honestly never seen Snoop Dogg with fluffy hair. I've never seen him with like any hair other than his dreads that he's always had. So when they start making him with different hair, it kind of seems off to me that they have him with the fluffy hair, but I'm sure that this was 100% approved by him. They put the flower. Do you see that? That is pink. My camera is showing it as white for some reason. They threw a pink flower in his hair. That is just insanity.
Wait, hold on.
Insanity. So anyways, he's all red, he's all pink. It's just different shades of pink. He has the microphone that has the Snoop Dogg up in there. This is a really, 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 really awesome pop. And Summer, I truly appreciate you.
You know, there's some people already selling that purple Lakers jersey one.
Yes,
right?
That one's already being sold. The one that I have was being sold when I picked it up. They've been selling these now for a while. It hit eBay like wildfire. If you'll notice, some of them haven't just sold one. Some of them have like 15 and 16 sold.
So this is probably the other one you're talking about.
On one singular item.
Being sold for $250. But
so which one is this?
It was a Steelers jersey, but it was a white jersey.
So maybe they're different color jerseys.
Yeah,
maybe
the
okay.
But that was only a 5,000.
The ones that came from the doghouse were only a 5,000 piece run. The ones that came from Funko were a 15,000 piece run. And I might have said Raiders when I meant Steelers. I don't really remember, to be honest with you.
So of course the white jerseys in this case, the white jerseys are the more rare of the Funko.
Now there should be another one too. Is the Lakers jersey a different color as well?
Lakers so far I've only seen it as purple.
It's only seen it or is it purple or yellow?
I've only seen. Oh, never mind. I do see one. It's like the yellow one. The purple one is what's being sold on Funko.
All right, so that's the difference. Is the color of the jerseys. Hey Zach,
yeah.
I appreciate you pointing that out to make me look at it a little better. I just had the names wrong. So it's still the Steelers that they had at the Funko shop. They just had a different color Steelers jersey, just like they have a different color Lakers jersey. It's still cool to me. I just don't necessarily still know if I agree if that makes them completely different runs. That's fudging it to me. That's fudging it like the. It's fudging
like I said, this is definitely that. That's a 500. It's a 5,000 piece run. It's a yellow jersey.
He was Huggy Bear. I'm gonna go look that up. Yeah, I did not know that Snoop played Huggy Bear.
Yeah, I do remember that. That was in the remake with Adam Sandler and.
So I'm gonna have to go look that up.
Yeah. He was really in the remake one.
Really awesome pop. That's kind of like the. Do you remember when Hot Topic did the 5,000 piece run of Platinum Britney Spears? They did a 5,000 piece run of the Platinum Biggie Smalls. I have. Mm-hmm. They did the 5,000 piece run of another one. I can't remember which one it was. There was only like 3 of them. They did Platinum 5,000 piece runs of. You could buy them from the UK as a common pop. The only difference was it didn't have the Hot Topic exclusive 5,000 piece run sticker. It was the exact same pop in the exact same box. The difference was the sticker. So I'm kind of at a crossroads when it comes to Funko changing things like that and then calling it a 5,000 piece run. I think you're kind of like splitting hairs at that point as to what's considered an exclusive versus what is the exclusivity really of it if I can buy it from a foreign country without the 5,000 piece run sticker. I mean, it's not a 5,000 piece run at that point to me. Now that's just my opinion. In my opinion's just my opinion. What is your opinion on that?
It depends. Like I said, we all know that the run count wasn't correct with the sodas. In this case, with the Snoop Dogg and the count, I would say that's got to be right on.
You think they're on with that?
If you're going to put that on, if you're going to put that, not only there's one thing about putting it on the can and mass producing it that way. There's another thing with adding that sticker to it, because that sticker's got a lot of history as far as back in the day they used to put the amount on the sticker for a lot of them. So I don't think that you put an amount on the actual sticker and not have it as that. I honestly, that's what I believe.
So do you think that because they changed the color of the jersey that makes it a different piece?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's almost to a certain extent. And they probably could have put that sticker on there, but it's almost like a chase. Really.
All right, I can see that. I buy
if you
that.
think about it,
I buy
and
that.
they probably could have put a chase sticker on there, being that the regular one's 15,000, and this is 5,000. Yeah, that's almost like, to me, yes, the jersey color change is kind of weak for a chase, but in sports aspect, if you're talking sports stuff, it is kind of important at the same time. So
I buy
I'm gonna
that.
put it as that.
I'll buy that. I 100% concede. Y'all are right. That's that's different. Yeah, I mean, because if you look at it like a chase, it's different. All right, so I got you. I will concede. Y'all are right. They're two different pieces. Simon, we truly appreciate
Simon,
you.
truly appreciate it, man.
Just gonna leave that sitting there for a while, unless Chris gives you the Superman.
The superhero landing.
Hashtag Johnny is diss tracker.
Johnny is diss tracker.
Who is diss tracker?
Either that, or at some point I'm hoping if we can spread this around enough, the true diss tracker will have to hit us up at some point and be like, "What the hell?"
This is our new beef. This is it. We started it. This is it. Everybody needs one. We got it.
So is diss tracker going to give us a cease and desist?
I hope so. I'll make a whole video.
I'm doing a cease and desist, calling somebody else diss tracker.
Cease and desist order on Johnny Funko. Don't make me sick Funko back on you. Get another cease and desist order. Oh man.
As we know, Funko follows us anyways.
What's that?
Says we know Funko follows us anyways.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna get another.
I swear to God, they do. They have to listen to us with some of this stuff. With how much I've complained about those two girls, and then the two girls are gone. You know how much we complained about their social media aspect. Their social media aspect improved.
There has to be like some degree going on there. There just has to be. There's too many coincidences that has happened. Too many anomalies that
they
has
just
happened.
Won't give us credit.
That's right. Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. They're gonna keep like peddling the people they want to peddle. There is almost no other Funko news. The Funko news.
Everyone's waiting until tomorrow.
Dead. What do you have up there right now?
Everybody is waiting. Oh no, I'm just. I always scroll through to see if I can find anything else. So I was going to Instagram to see if I could find anything. Because like I said, it went dead silent because they're still trying to, I guess they're getting ready for tomorrow or whatever. So I don't know. I'm not finding a whole lot of anything.
They have been dead silence for so long now that it doesn't surprise me that they're only having bits and pieces of news here and there. And the scary thing is and not necessarily scary, but the disappointing thing is that when Funko does this toy fair, they will go dead again for however long it takes for something else to happen. Whether it's
when's the next big con? Is
San Diego. San Diego Con should be the
San Diego's July. I thought there was another one.
Well, I was thinking big. That's the next big con is the San Diego Con. I mean, so that should be their next big haru. I don't think they're doing the Emerald City Con anymore. That was Funko's con that they were doing. That would have been before the San Diego Con. I think the next big one will be San Diego Con. And look, this is kind of sad that we know that they're going to go black. And I see DC says Emerald City. Emerald City should be next, but that was a Funko held con. And Funko, I think, announced not too long ago that they wouldn't be doing the Emerald City Con anymore. And if that was an Emerald City, if that was a Funko event, I mean, then we know that we won't be seeing Emerald City Con.
Yeah, New York Con's at the end of the year.
Yes, so that's toward the August, September, October, like in those months is your New York Con. Summer convention is San Diego, so toward the beginning of summer is your San Diego Con. So
that's actually at the end of July is when San Diego Con.
Big. Is it at the end of July?
It's at the end of July, yeah.
That's when your two next big ones are coming up. So I have a fear that after we see this, we're not going to see anything else from Funko for a long time unless they start like tightening things up. We do have this Freddie Mercury that they released not too long ago. I wasn't surprised that this thing didn't sell out, man. And honestly, I'm not thinking that most pops right now are selling out. I think maybe that they're just telling you they're selling out and taking them off their site and then re-putting them on their site and then selling out and then re-putting them on their site, because they admitted openly that they had bought too much inventory, and that just doesn't change overnight. I mean, that's not an overnight fix. That doesn't, like, on a Monday, I don't tell you that I have too much inventory, and on a Friday, I suddenly I'm selling out. That doesn't work that way. That's not how reality is. So I think that right now we're seeing some forest going on. So just beware of that when you see the hype that's going in on things that are selling out. That I don't really think they're selling out right now. I think that we're getting some artificial hype that's going on, especially with some of the things that are selling out. Like one of Soprano Pops sold out. None of your Soprano stuff has been that popular. So the fact that there was a Soprano Pop that sold out tells me that we will see it coming back up here real soon. What did that comment?
It's just funny. Quick Draw always gets something in there. I mean, what's up with the Funko making Munchlax Jumbo Pop? I'm not quite sure. They must be between the two of them, but Quick Draw always comes up with some weird comments.
I don't know. They got Eddie Mercury there. You've got a lot of your Queen stuff that's hitting up right now. This is what I was talking about. This one has resurfaced on their site.
Yeah, that is a cool pop though. That is a really cool pop. The Chrome. I mean, again, I got really bored of the Chromes, to be honest with you. But I think when they bring them back just slightly and done in the right way, I think it's cool.
Well, this is one of them that I was going to pick up, but it had sold out and people were asking a lot of money for it. So it was one of them that I didn't get my hands on. And like we discussed with the t-shirts, I'm not a huge fan of their t-shirts either.
Munchlax is a Pokemon.
What's that?
Apparently Munchlax is a Pokemon.
Oh, I have no clue.
No, neither.
Zero clue. They are reaching. They really are reaching. So and then you have this one that just recently popped on here. I have that one. I have this one without being in the t-shirt combo. I don't think that it was a glow variant though. I think the only way you can get that glow variant is in the t-shirt combo.
I'm all right. I'm okay.
This is one of them that I thought was a Target exclusive.
But to me, that glow is I mean, and I'm a big Back to the Future fan. That glow is just kind of weak.
It is weak. It's some of this stuff, Funko is like everybody else. They're human and they have major home runs, and then they have some that are very lackluster. This is one of those that was very lackluster. I don't know if y'all get into the Umbrella Academy at all.
Never seen it.
I have no clue what they are, and they're just weird.
Well, again, another soda that just sits on. Again, I swear to God, I'm telling you, and I've said it 6 months ago. Sodas are starting to die.
Yeah, no, we have been saying that for a long time, that the era of the sodas is starting to depreciate, and nobody really got behind us with that. Everybody was like, I don't know, they're still doing really good. You could see the fall off. Watch, check this out. Before we go any further, check this out. I'm going to show you that there's a major fall off between the sodas now and the sodas a year ago. This is all the sodas right now currently on their site for sale. You can go there without going and paying jacked up prices on Whatnot. So before you go to Whatnot and eBay or Macari or any of these secondary markets and decide that you're going to buy a soda, type in soda into the search bar. All of them come up on the Funko site. You have the Vision, which has got the white Vision Chase. You have C-3PO. You have this one that I'm probably going to order here at some time, which is NASA astronaut. It should have been the MTV guy. I think it's really cool. Really cool. You have
just the Jawas. Oh no, the Jawas sold out.
Right, what it just recently sold out. Trust me, I was looking at it earlier today because I periodically check their sodas to see if there's one that I don't have. I have a couple of Jawas. Venom is on there now. He just recently sold out.
I'm surprised. I mean, like I said, I'm not surprised. Like I said, they're just so. And Homer's still on there.
Yes.
Stitch is still on there.
Homer was just recently put back on there. Stitch just sold out.
Stitch would have Stitch just sold out, but
yeah,
Stitch usually used to sell out quickly.
Yes. And this is what I mean by artificial hype, right? So take me out. Just hear me out on this for a minute. If there's only 15,000 of these. How could Funko sell out of them 3 times?
Yeah.
How could they sell out, then put them back on the site? Sell out, then put them back on the site. Sell out, then they only have 15,000.
Yeah.
I mean, you once you hit 15,000, you sold out. I mean, that it doesn't take a mathematical genius to figure out when you've sold out. This one has God's to honest. God's to honest, put my hand on a stack of Bibles, has been on there 2 times sold out. 2 times. How? How is it sold out? It's back
Yeah, I
on
mean,
there now.
I mean, unless you're fizzling a a certain quantity, but yeah, why say you have so many? There's only so many in the run, and just keep selling out. That doesn't make a ton of sense.
How do you sell out? You look, that's artificial hype that happens sometimes. I don't knock them for it. I totally understand why they do it. It's just sometimes it feels a little deceitful. So
Yeah.
and just because it feels that way to me doesn't mean that it's real. Please don't think that I'm under some delusion that I
There
think
may
just
be a
because I
reason
feel
for it. We just don't seem to
Yeah.
understand it.
Yeah, just don't think that because I feel some kind of way that I think that's fact. Just because I feel some kind of way doesn't mean that it's fact. It just means that I feel like it's a little deceitful.
That's
This
good.
guy right here has sold out once already.
Yeah, the Heffalump.
Yep.
I don't know. That's the misfit elephant. I was
And
thinking,
now that you say something, there must be some kind of fizzle that happens with them, right? So maybe they only order or they only get in 2,500 at a time. Maybe that's
maybe
the reality of it. Maybe they get in 2,500 at a time, and when that 2,500 sells out, they have to wait on the next 2,500. That would make a little bit of sense to me if
that's
that's the case,
possible.
but I don't know. But there is a large amount of sodas that are still on here for sale. You still have Bilbo Baggins, which is a really
That's
old one.
Frodo.
Frodo Baggins, I'm sorry. You still have some My Hero Academia that a year ago, My Hero Academia would have never set anywhere.
Anything with My Hero Academia would sell out
Would
quickly.
have sold out before you could say don't do it. 15,000 pieces seems to be the number that doesn't sell out that quickly. It's kind of wild.
Look at that. How many pages is this?
3 pages.
Good Lord.
3 pages. So you have your She-Hulk.
Lucky is still available.
Lucky is still available. Jimi Hendrix is still available.
Look at that. It's a soda that's still available.
Yes. So
no, it just sold out.
Just sold out. 3 liter.
Or the 3 liter. That's what I meant.
The sisters are still here. Sanderson sisters are still here. Did they put Juggernaut? They did.
Juggernaut's back up.
This one's been back up. So this is an awesome buy if you can pick this one up. I have this one. This thing is badass. I'm not gonna lie.
Which chase did you pull?
I just pulled the chase. That is awesome. This thing is hands down one of the coolest pops in my collection. I don't have the chase variant, but I'm okay that I don't have the chase variant of it. I would like the chase variant of it. I'm not going to order.
Well, at that point, you go on and you find somebody selling it cheap on eBay.
Or I trade it. At this point, I have pops in my collection that I'm not necessarily that I don't have to have anymore that are worth more than what I paid for them. So at this point, I would probably just trade off one of my older pops for one of them. Really, really cool soda. So that one's back on there. Let's see what else we got. All of the Sanderson sisters. I didn't know if Mary was on there, but she's just a little bit further down. Bilbo Baggins is still on there. The other Skywalker is still on there.
Oh, the invisible Frodo's on there. Wow, actually, that Mickey Philhar Magic, that's from the D23. Yeah, see, you got the little D23 sticker on the side there. You're muted.
Hey, yeah, I was coughing. So you have the Diamond versus the regular. He's back on there, the D23. That's really cool. Really, really cool. And then let's see, we have another page of them, which you're going to have
Maleficent.
The Maleficent. This one just recently got put on here. This one wasn't on here earlier today. That is really cool. I might actually order here. Let me go ahead.
Ursula.
This in the cart. Get me an Ursula. The mayor has been put back on there, and then for some reason these always come up as sodas.
Soda cats and soda cat.
I don't really know why they come up as the sodas,
but they put soda.
But they do. But just a cool little hack. Cool little hack. If there's 55 of them, is what they say, 55 of them all together. So take 2 away from that. There's 53. Cool little trick if you're ever wanting to buy the sodas and you're like, man, I don't want to pay the scalper fees, but maybe I want to like buy it. Go look at the Funko site. Type in soda and see what they got, because they have a bunch of them that regularly pop back on there. When I say regularly, I mean daily. That list changes. So daily, one will be sold out, one will be added to the list, one will pop in, one will pop out. It's crazy the way that it happens, but it is a daily event. Check out the sodas if you want to, but they are dying. There's no way that there would be that many of them on there if it wasn't a dying thing.
The only one that would even partially interest me at this point, since it's still up there, is the Phil Har Magic Mickey. But again, I'm just not into them anymore.
You've been doing a lot of stuff with Disney lately. What do you got going on this week?
Well, we already talked about possibly going out to Epcot, because as some of you guys know from my shows, we had Epcot Festival of the Arts just started last Friday. They did re-release the Figment, the ever so famous Figment popcorn bucket, which it can only be purchased on mobile ordering right now. So maybe I'll try to see if I get one. But there's a lot of really cool, good food that's been new this year. So definitely be interested in that. You may get a different vlog from me middle of next month, because I think I've said it before, where we'll be going to Drink Around the World at Epcot. So you may get some interesting. I may just be TikToking my way through Drink Around the World, to be honest with you. But we'll have to see. You have to follow me to see if I keep dropping stuff all day while I'm there. But that should be definitely fun. Of course, we got 5 minutes of Disney. Disney dropped a lot of big news last week. We're hoping we're going to start getting some more each week, but time will tell. And one big thing I was hoping they do, but they still haven't done. And in fact, if you watch my most recent 5 minutes of Disney, we'll see who really seems to be possibly the true mastermind behind the reservation system that nobody likes. But it's hard to say. It's just my opinion on top of it. But
what do you?
Well, you have to watch the video. Again, we all thought Chapek was a mastermind behind the reservation system and the reason why it was still being used. But it may seem like it's somebody else, to be honest with you.
Dun, dun, dun. Got more Disney villains coming. Disney villains on the way. That's awesome. That is awesome. And you've been doing a lot of TikTok lately. You've been doing a lot of shorts lately. All of those are really cool. I can't wait to see you get on this like Tron ride though. That's what I'm anticipating now.
Yeah,
I got to see this Tron ride. I don't know how you're gonna like do that one though. You're gonna have to like hold your phone and it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna get.
I don't know. Like I said, there's only one ride. Disney never used to have rules when it came to using cameras on rides. There's only one ride in Disney World that they finally put the kibosh on the cameras, which I don't really see why people are filming that anyways, because it's a dark ride. You can't see anything at all, and that is Space Mountain. So I don't know.
Hashtag Johnny is diss tracker. Y'all remember that? That's our beef for 2023. Till we get a cease and desist from Diss Tracker.
Hey, we'll take it. I'll post it with pride.
I'm gonna post it with pride. I'm gonna make a whole video on how I got a cease and desist from Diss Tracker.
Well, then we know we were wrong.
We'll know then.
And then we'll just have to speculate with somebody else.
We'll know then without a shadow of a doubt that it's Johnny Funko. Johnny Funko is Diss Tracker. Everybody make sure you go to one of his videos. He does some really cool lives. I'm going to be doing a live with him the 25th of next month. I'll be doing a live with him. Make sure y'all pop in and make sure you say that Johnny Funko is Diss Tracker. You need to go to all of his lives. You're doing a live
with Johnny?
Johnny Funko, and I'm doing a live with Diss Tracker the 25th of next month. I'll be doing a live with Diss Tracker the 25th of next month.
I mean, he's got to be Diss Tracking the fact that he can get Tristan from Top Pop, since Tristan doesn't want to, communicate or respond to emails, but to us. But
let me tell you that they kind of dropped it by accident. They said that Tristan reached out to him, so they kind of dropped it by accident.
And then I think that he's got to be Diss,
because I looked at Diss Tracker's like following. He has like over 100,000 on Instagram, people following him. The only way that somebody like Tristan would reach out to you is if you had over 100,000 followers. I mean, so mathematically, we have to be on to the right idea here. I mean, mathematically, they kind of like dropped it by accident. Like
Johnny Funko's
and then let me tell you what really started it. So that started it like right there. But then Fox came on and says, "Man, it's crazy to see Diss Tracker and Tristan in the same room." And I said, "Oh, look at this."
Oh, so Fox Crown really started the whole thing.
Fox Crown is really like where the beef is, right? So Fox Crown really kind of started the like Diss Tracker. Johnny Funko is Diss Tracker, and he might have started it by accident, but that's the new thing now. That's my new beef for 2023 is going to be proven that Diss Tracker and Johnny Funko are the same person. I'm gonna start making videos. That's my next video. I'm gonna get with Collecting Plastics, and me and Collecting Plastics is going to do a whole video on how Johnny Funko and Diss Tracker are the same person.
Did you see that? Simon said Johnny was like, "Fine, I'll finally let you on." Come on.
He was like, "All right, man, I guess." If you just have to come on here, I guess I'll let you come on. I'm tired of you asking me. That's what happened. I'm telling you, let me tell you what was going on there. Tristan was trying to be a spy for Funko to try and find out who Diss Tracker gets their information from, because remember last year they sent a cease and desist order to Diss Tracker, about some stupid like leak that was out there, and how if he didn't stop, they were gonna sue him. Something really stupid. And the poor guy was like, "Man, I've been doing this for like 10 years now, and now all of a sudden they're gonna like start coming after me for something so stupid." I mean, so that's really what was going on. Tristan was spying for Funko to try and find out who Diss Tracker gets his information. Man, you see how this plot keeps thickening, right? I mean, before you know it, Tristan's going to be paying Diss Tracker for information. You know it.
Hey, there you go. There you go. It's alter ego. I'm telling you. He's gonna have to give us the truth next week.
That's
again, guys. Don't forget, next week we have Johnny Funko joining us. Wayne's gonna wear a tie and think he's gonna actually be a true interviewer.
I've got my whole investigator outfit coming. I'm gonna watch Coffee Zillow. Green screen.
Gonna have the office green screen in the back.
I'm gonna green screens or shit.
Light over the top.
I'm gonna be like, "Tell us now." Get a phone book.
So nonetheless, this is going to be very interesting next week. So if you guys want to find out if whether he'll tell us or not, if Johnny Funko is the real Diss Tracker, come and see us on Wayne's channel next week to find out.
We're gonna have the phone book out. Don't make me hit you with the phone book and don't leave bruises.
What is it? If Johnny was Diss Tracker, you would have that dragon from Odd what? I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure on that one. But nonetheless, it's always fun. I'm sure we'll have more to talk to about Funko next week. Get people's opinion on what's dropping tomorrow. And more from whatever.
Yeah, man, we truly appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with us. We will see y'all next week. Don't forget that we're going to be interrogating Johnny Funko. This is not an interview. This is an interrogation. We're getting to the bottom of this. Getting to the bottom of this, one way or the other. Gonna have. So
we need a new thumbnail with Johnny Funko under the spotlight. And
I'm gonna have to get some socks. Put some soap in it. You don't want the sock with soap. See you next time. Have a good one, guys.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Sometimes the easiest things to do take the longest amount of time to get done. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that, but before we get out of here real quick, guys, don't forget to go check our channel memberships out. These are both very new features to Mr. Techbot and myself, but we're both very proud that we have made it to this point. So go check out our memberships. The link should be down in the description below. If it's not down in the description below, you should be able to go to any one of our videos and it'll be down in the description below. So make sure you go check that out. It's super cool, fun way to get interactive with the channel. You'll get some really cool icons, some really cool emojis you can drop over in that super chat. You can drop over there in that chat so that you can flex on everybody a little bit. And don't forget that any and all super chats will go down in the description after this video is over. Give us 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes to get it down in there. I mean, we might not be able to do it right away. You know, we've got to eat dinner and still hang out with our family, but we truly appreciate all of you guys, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Have a good one.